Hi, friends, and welcome. So, we're going to go ahead and do the fire signs. Let's see what's coming up for the fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sag. Let's just see fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sag. You don't know that something took a long time. Oh, okay. You don't know. Okay. The moon is things that are covered up. This could be like a cover up. We have the moon and the Eight of Pentacles. Something is learned, but that's the crossing energy. And the moon is like deception or things kept in the dark. Healing. You're healing from this, okay? Emperor, you're in charge, or there's like an in charge type of energy around this. It will reconcile. There is something you didn't want to give up on. It's going to get easier for you. Okay. Okay. Current energy, you might be kind of like, this makes me feel bummed out. Um, there's conflict external to you, there's problems, but it's not your problem. You may find this out from someone. It is not altogether true. It is not like the accurate story. It's a Page of Cups reversed. This will work out in a very favorable way for you and someone else. It's working out in a way where you will have everything you want to need and you won't have to leave. Nine of coin in the upright. You'll have all the money, all the comforts, the luxuries, an Eight of Cups in the reverse. You won't have to leave. So what is it that isn't being reconciled here? Of something to do with money or an earth sign woman? What is the problem around this? The Four of Wands, a relationship with someone else, what's been established. What is your energy? Five of Cups. Messaging coming in, Mercury. Your energy is Five of Cups. Don't let something feel like it's your fault. There could be something where you feel like it's your fault. It will be given back to you and reestablished to make you feel comfortable. And Nine of Cups, you'll feel really happy about that. Why did somebody come in causing all these problems, though? They want to defend their position. Okay. They feel like they're up against more than one person. There is a Hierophant. There could be some kind of law, order, government. Oh, but there's Devil. This person may have done something wrong. They're in a conflict. What's going on here? How do you end up with everything? So either you or someone else, it's discovered that someone lied or was dishonest with you. So the discovery of the Seven of Swords is like the discovery of the liar, cheat, thief. It is given back to you with the coin, but there's devil energy around it. And Five of Swords. Somebody is like angry. They feel like maybe you're mad, but in my daily Aries, it came up as external. So somebody else feels mad at this situation. Maybe they feel manipulated, but they're defending their position. An Earth Queen, you end up Nine of Coin. You're restored to back. You have more than you fear, or Page of Cups reversed, false or phony people. So this was a cover up. The moon with the Eight of Pentacles and the crossing. Something was kept purposely in the dark. And so I don't know why that would happen. Why would some, I mean, people cover up things, they keep it in the dark for whatever reason. You're going to find out and you're going to be better off than you were. So that's good. What's happening with the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag? The Magician. Somebody's trying to manipulate, control, maneuver, change things around. Ten of Swords and Three of Swords. It's closing out this cycle because you're getting justice. Okay, what's happening? Ace of Cups. The emotions are very strong. You feel you're being tolerant, you're being understanding, you're the emperor, you're in charge, you're being given what you need. Six of coin. And how does that play out? Page, Queen of Air on a Five of Wands. You're aware, or you might be told, you're aware that somebody here lied. Seven of Swords, Two of New Fire, and Two of Swords. You weren't aware. So what comes in here with the outcome? An Earth King, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Maybe somebody with money. I mean, you're surprised. What happens here? Strength. It takes courage and strength. You're in agreement with someone here. Something is refused by a couple, or they refuse. Two people are like in an understanding that they refuse, and here you are, Five of Cups, feeling kind of sad, disappointed. Maybe you feel guilty. So, what is being given if you're understanding? The truth on the moon, look at this, and the day of judgment. Karma is coming. So we have the moon and the truth. Something that was like a cover up, something was hidden in the dark, and then we have the day of judgment coming. My other reading is saying God steps in. It balances the scales, which means whatever was taken from you or not given, withheld, not given. Um, you may have cried with the Ace of Cups being part of the reason why this is happening. Your emotions may have been very, very strong about a situation. Okay, show us here for the fire signs. Soulmate and fate. What are you dealing with here? Soulmate and fate. You're dealing with someone you're meant to know. Chop wood, which is like get to work, do the work, breathe, needing to stay calm. This has happened multiple times. All that glitters isn't gold. Okay. I was thinking about that yesterday. Would you like to have a broken down Lamborghini? Like it's a Lamborghini, but it's got like a ton of problems. Would you want that if it was free? Someone's like, here's a broken down Lamborghini. Maybe, I don't know, some people co-create and you feel highly blessed by this situation. Someone's helping you out, you get a leg up. So there is like this energy of being helped or given restitution. Okay. I don't know if I should bother pulling it again. We're at 8 minutes. I feel like I can. I notice I don't know why, but I think because I went to school in England for like 1 year when I was 18, the British tend to like make an announcement before they get to the point. And I think I do that. I was realizing that yesterday. I'm like, I make an announcement before I get to the point. The Brits do that like hardcore. And I may have picked that up when I was young and it just became like a part of how I talk. I was like, why? Oh, yeah, England. So they say things like, I would like to say, if I may. And then, like, after this big, well, not big, but after this kind of like a little um intro, but it's like with everyday speaking. They're just like very, from where I was, very rarely would somebody like just get to the point. Like, it's a long talk. An Earth King, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Someone's mad at this person. There's like revenge that's like a part of this that is crossing the energy. Why? You're surprised that they want to. Okay. Okay. Six of coin, nine of cups, queen of air. Okay. So you are going to come into some very happy energy. Someone's going to give you the six of coin. There's something you were continuing with. There's queen of air. Someone's telling the truth or being honest or kind of bitter. It does bring you healing. Okay. And what are they doing? They're a queen of wands. Okay. Aries, Leo, or Sag. Fire energy. An empress, a mother, a matriarch. And what's the outcome? Healing, recovering. Something was heartbreaking that possibly you didn't talk about. There is the energy of high priestess, silence, or quiet. And then we have three of swords. We do have a water sign. There is something here agreed to or becomes a habit or it is continuing. And justice is coming. Oh, because of the divine revelation, because of the day of karma, or God steps in. Nine of coin, you get what you need, more than enough. Okay. So you could be dealing with two women. You could be dealing with an air or a water. There's an energy of a fire as well. There could be three women. The energy in the crossing is five of swords. Someone wants to win no matter what the cost. There is anger, resentment building, maybe even feeling insulted that is crossing the energy. Some major problem. Maybe someone did you wrong, but it came up in their energy before. Show us what's going on for the fire signs. Ooh, Aries, Leo, and Sag. You're on a quest, but you may feel guilt from grief. Oh my goodness. Okay, a quest, guilt, and grief underneath. Something is expanding, and there's someone who will give you justice, impartial, being impartial. This does bring you enlightenment, and it might even bring you abundance. We have abundance here. All right, I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you, fire signs, and I will see you again in the next video.